Okay, so welcome back to some more Monster Energy Supercross, the official video game number 2. Today we are going to be checking out my own version of, or my own take, I guess, on the 2019 Minneapolis replica Supercross track. And this is according to the real track layout. So it's not great. I'm still kind of getting used to the track editor and stuff like that, but I don't know, it turned out alright. It's definitely not the best. There will be for sure better ones, but since this video is probably going to be out on Thursday, the game officially releases on Friday, I figured, you know what, let's just do our own version since we haven't done that yet. And I actually did a different, I did Glendale, I believe, and it was so overscaled, it was so bad I never showed it. So this is the first one. Let's jump into it and take a look at it. Alright, so this first lap is actually still in the track editor. I was just testing it to see if things worked, and the first thing I'm going to say is the stadium is too big. I really tried to make it work in the small indoor football stadium, but I don't know, the starts that I wanted to use weren't working. I couldn't really make the custom start work very good. I just basically wanted to give myself some room. So yeah, now also going to the big stadium, I was able to run it across the start straight instead of behind it. Well, when I was trying to use the small stadium, I had to run it behind the start. So, or I think part of the track was behind the start and the other part was in front of it. So it was really weird, and the corner was weird and I wasn't happy with it. Also had a hard time getting this whoop section to fit on the left side of the start when I was using the small football stadium. So yeah, it was kind of a struggle. I mean, some of the stuff is a bit overscaled. That double after the finish line, I believe, is kind of big, but it worked really well with the game. Now here we're using Tomac, and I actually had it uploaded and did time attack on it to make sure it worked. And this section here was probably the most difficult and the one that's probably open for the most interpretation for people that are actually going to try and make the replica track. On the track map, it was weird, and it was really tough to make it work. Here, I really don't think they're going to do a triple single, but it worked really well for the game, so I figured, you know what, let's do it. This is all pretty close to how it kind of appeared to be on the track map. Here, I don't really know. This was kind of weird for me. I wanted something, because I wanted to go double, triple in the middle, and then double. I really think that's going to be a possible line that they're going to take. I believe there should be, I don't know if I have 8 or 9 or 10. There should be 9 whoops there. I don't know if we had 9 or not, but it's pretty close. The finish line worked pretty good. We cut back across the start like before. Again, this double is kind of big, but this section I had many different ways. It took me forever to figure this out. At one point, I had it kind of a triple in, and then whatever timing I had through the rest of it. This triple I was trying to make bigger, but I was casing it way too often and crashing. I come up short and crash and we have to double it a couple of times, I think, but yeah, I don't know. I had this section different too. At one point in time, I didn't have the whoop there. I had an actual jump, a really small one, and I forget what that was giving me through the rest of the rhythm section, but I wasn't happy with it. It was more fun to do it that way, even if I don't think they're gonna go, I guess, it's not really a single, it was just like a kind of a little roller before the triple single. So I don't think they're gonna do that. I think they're gonna go double, triple, double in the rhythm section before the whoops. The whoops, I think, will be fine there. This, I think, will be very similar. I mean, I think this double here won't be quite as stretched out, this one. And then this section, I really don't know. Like I said, at one point, it was a triple in, then it was a double, but it kicked you high, and then you could kind of triple still and then triple out, but that was a lot tougher. And so I think I was doing like a double, double, triple, double. I don't know. It was really weird. I just wasn't satisfied with it, but yeah, I mean, when I was looking at the track map, I feel like the overall layout is pretty good. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. Again, it's in too big of a stadium, but just the overall layout I felt was pretty strong. The jumps, some of them are a little overscaled probably, but it feels really good with the game. It plays really well with the game. I'm a little bit disappointed that it didn't seem that they had any sand here, because it's the new game and they have the new sand and they have a bunch of these new pieces that you can insert into the track editor, but I didn't really get to utilize any of them, you know what I mean? And then for some reason, look at these, there's like parts of the track that are like cut out there. I don't know if that's a glitch. You can kind of see it down the start straight there to the right, and you do feel it. If you run over that, you endo. It drops your front wheel into it, and it's a big pain. So I don't know what that's about. I don't know if that's something that needs to get fixed or what, but yeah. I mean, overall, it's pretty good. Let me know, guys, in the comments what you think about it. If you happen to make a track, I know everybody that makes their own track is kind of biased, but hey, let's try not to be biased about it. If you made a track, compare it to mine, and let me know. Do you think yours is better or worse? I really don't think mine's that great, okay? I think it's okay. I think it's middle of the road. You know, it's not the best. It's not the worst either. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of it, how close it is. You can check the real track map to let me know. But before we end this, I am going to give you my predictions. Now, this is really early, so I think I chose Cianciarulo and Roxon for San Diego. The San Diego race has not happened yet when I'm recording this, so I don't know how it went. Wait, we should be going east, actually. Minneapolis, I believe, is the first East Coast race, right? So, who's racing east? Faulkner? Craig? Who else? What's his name? Jordan Smith? Man, I don't know. You know, you almost have to go with Faulkner based off of how well he did last year. I mean, he had his moments where he kind of fell apart, but for the most part, I believe he's probably the outright fastest guy in the East right now. So, gonna have to go with Faulkner and then, you know, kind of adjust after we see the East guys race. But I believe it's an East race. So, Minneapolis changing up the 250s from west to east, going with Faulkner, and I don't know. I mean, based off of how this track is, I really feel like it's Cooper Webb or Eli Tomac. So I'm gonna go with, you know, we haven't said Tomac. I think I'm going Kawasaki this weekend. We're going with Austin Faulkner and Eli Tomac. Those are my picks. So let me know what your picks are. Let me know what you think of the track. You guys and girls are absolutely amazing. Really, thank you so much for the support on the channel lately and the series. And until the next video, take it easy.